Welcome guys, welcome to my Leetcode solving section. So let's solve this 1146 snapshot array. Hope you guys subscribe to my channel. Okay, so this problem initializes an array, however, and basically you can set the index and value. So you have there's an array which have some particular length, and you can set index and value. Okay, so that means this array, this data structure must be easy to mute. It's mutable. Okay, and you can take a so-called snapshot. Right, so once you take snapshot, somehow like you need to restore this data structure, and there's a snap ID which start from count from 0, and you can get. So basically, get snap ID and index. Right, so basically somehow like this step, you need to remember snapshot. Okay, let's say example. So that array 3 means that the array at most has 3, and the set 0, 5. So set 0, 5 means that it set array 0 to 5, and the snap. Okay, so snap is remember this array now has only 0. It's 5. Okay, and the set 6 now it gets 0, 0. So you get 5, right? Because means that the snap ID is 0. You need to at 0 at that point at that particular time. 0 is 5. Okay, so you return 5. Okay, so so one idea I first come out with is this one. Basically you define updates, you initialize an array, and snap ID to be -1, right? And you create a dictionary. So this dictionary is what I want to restore. I want to restore how many times. I want to store how what is the snap ID. So stat is very easy, self update index value. Okay. And the snap ID plus or equal to 1, and then return snap ID. Now this dictionary will restore all the array at that particular time. Okay, so I have a dictionary restore the snap ID. And whenever somebody asks me their ID, I just go into my dictionary and find index. Okay, so this is the pretty straightforward, but the time limit exists, and the past 69. Okay, so reason is that because the snapshot array is so large. So that means the problem is that whenever you copy this array, you spend linear time. So this is the button, I think it's the bottleneck of this code. So you can pass a lot of, but not all. Okay, so now I change it to this second one. So second one can pass. Okay, so second one I use 2 dictionary. So the first dictionary is set to be default integer. So that means I initialize everything to be 0. Okay, so this will decrease the space. Okay, and I create another dictionary and -1, and I index value to be value. So now I use dictionary to store my information, not array, and exactly do the same thing, right? I use self d2 to store the ID and copy the first one. So now the problem is now this one compared to this one, the difference is that this is a linear time, right? But now this copy depends on how many keys of D1. So initialize everything to be 0. So I don't have to. It will tremendously decrease the time, especially at this part. Okay, now I just self d2 step ID index. Okay, so this one is exactly similar to this one. One is use array, one is use a dictionary. But the key point is that if you use the dictionary, then the space will less than this array because it's less. So actually, you will see in this code, actually we didn't use this information, which is not important. Okay. So this is the trick that the first one time shifts, but this 2 dictionary solve is very fast because this is very small. Right, this space usually is very small. Okay, so see you guys next videos.